The IRS, a foreign collection agency for the International Monetary Fund, the United Nations Training and Control of Internal Revenue Agents. How the IRS operates as a paramilitary organization under private statute. The expatriation of officials and the role of Interpol in tax collection. Why the IRS collects for the fund and the bank instead of the United States. The Internal Revenue Service is not the governmental entity that most citizens believe it to be. Evidence suggests that IRS agents are neither trained nor paid by the United States government. Pursuant to Treasury Delegation Order No. 92, these agents receive their training under the direction of the Division of Human Resources of the United Nations and the Commissioner International. This training is facilitated by the Office of Personnel Management, which, according to Executive Order 10422, operates under the direct authority of the Secretary of the United Nations. This establishes a clear chain of command leading away from constitutional oversight and toward international control. Through Treasury Delegation Order No. 91, the IRS entered into a service agreement with the United States Treasury Department and the Agency for International Development. This agency is described in Department of the Army field manuals as an international paramilitary operation. Its functions include the assumption of full or partial executive, legislative, and judicial authority over a country or area. Furthermore, the IRS is a member of Interpol, a 169-nation pact. The Memorandum of Understanding between the Secretary of the Treasury, acting as the corporate governor of the International Monetary Fund, and the Attorney General indicates that these offices collect information for foreign principals and international corporations. According to the United States Government Manual, the Attorney General serves as the permanent representative to Interpol, while the Secretary of the Treasury is the alternate member. Under Article 30 of the Interpol Constitution, these individuals are required to expatriate their citizenship, meaning they serve no allegiance to the United States of America. Because the IRS is funded by the International Monetary Fund and the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, its agents qualify as agents of a foreign principal under the Foreign Agents Registration Act of 1938. They operate for private gain rather than for the public interest of the American people. The Federal Reserve Bank and the IRS are both privately owned entities that operate under private statutes and public policy rather than constitutional law. While the Constitution permits Congress to lay and collect taxes, it does not authorize the delegation of this power to a private corporation. The taxes collected by the IRS are deposited into the Treasury of the International Monetary Fund rather than the United States Treasury. This is why the IRS carefully refers only to the Treasury in its documentation, avoiding any claim that they are collecting funds for the sovereign government of the United States.